Good morning everyone, Chris Fawcett here from the Headache and Pain Management Centre, and I'm reporting live today from a very special location. So I'm actually in London. You can see behind me, if I can get in there it is, a couple of double-decker buses behind me here. I'm in Acton Green in southwestern London. So giving an in-service to a clinic just up the road here, and thought I'd drop by and do the Tuesday video, even though it's at 9 PM in Australia, not 9 AM. So thanks for being here. Hey, look, I just thought I'd give a couple of things, a couple of bits of info that we have actually learnt as a result of last week's conference in Italy, and certainly it was really beneficial to be a part of. So I guess the biggest lesson that I guess was confirmed for us, by the way, type in below if you're here, hello. I know someone's there, but I can't see who it is. So yeah, type in below, say hello. So basically, yeah, with the latest in neuroscience research, and what we already did know is that pain and tissue damage aren't related. So basically what that means is that if you've got some type of pain condition, it does not necessarily need to match up with how bad the tissue damage is. So everyone's probably heard the stories where you get a gunshot on the battlefield and you don't feel the pain. And just as likely, you've heard stories where there's been some issues with no tissue damage, and there is some issues with little dog just having a look at my little bag there on the ground. There you go. And checking me out as well, with respect to tissue damage. So you can have no tissue damage and have a huge amount of pain. And basically that's the population that we see a lot of, where they've had a lot of people come through where they've had their scans, they've had all the things cleared out, and there's nothing actually happening on the scan. So quite often what a unsuspecting, perhaps not knowledgeable health professional might do is say something really offensive like, there's nothing wrong with you, get on with it. You know, we can't find anything on your scan, so your pain mustn't be real, you must be making it up. But from everything that we now know about pain and the neuroscience of pain, what we now know is actually a sensitisation of the nervous system that causes pain to last longer than what it should. Okay, so all tissue damage should only last, you know, you tend to heal after 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 weeks, depending on the tissue. But why does pain persist? Well, basically what happens is that your brain becomes used to having pain, and it hasn't had enough signals coming into your system to tell your brain that you're actually safe to keep going. So what might happen is that, for example, you might have a car accident, you might have a whiplash injury, you may have some neck pain post-whiplash. But if day 1, day 2 of treatment, someone comes up to you and go, wow, you're lucky to be alive, or your neck must be damaged after that, you're very lucky not to have more damage. Basically what that does is it sends a signal to your brain, you know, through your auditory system into your brain, and lets your brain know that it's actually, you know, not safe. You're actually very lucky to get out of it the way that you did. And what happens is that next time you get into a car, your neck starts to hurt. If you don't know why you're in pain right at the very start, then what will happen is that you'll assume what the pain might be coming from, but you may actually get it dead wrong. So I guess I could go on for hours about this, and that's basically what I'm here to teach this clinic all about. But with respect to what it means for you guys, what you need to have is a diagnosis very early in the piece. The earlier the better. Because what happens if you get the wrong diagnosis early, what happens is that you're treating the wrong thing, okay? You're getting the wrong input, the wrong information into your nervous system and brain, and what happens is that over time, if you're getting the wrong information, you're doing not the right things to help things out, if you become dependent on medication, you become dependent on passive treatment, what happens is that your body learns that you need that medication and you need that passive treatment to keep going. Whereas the reality is that our brains, our bodies are very strong, very protective, and it's actually the biggest protective system that we have. And if we can empower your body to actually do the right thing, okay, to not put the fire alarm off with just a piece of toast in the toaster, it means that you can get better faster and you can get back to doing what you want to do. Just remember that pain is a universal human experience, okay? Pain is there to protect us. So if pain is there for too long, it's no longer serving a protective function, it's just downright annoying. And basically what you need to do is you need to get a plan together with your allied health professional to get the best result for you, because everyone's pain is different, everyone's brain is different. So what it means is that you need to tailor a solution based to you. Okay, so I'd like to go on even more about this, but I'd be here all day. What I'd like to do is to put together some information for you to summarise basically what was found last week. If you're interested in that information, it'll be about a week and a half, but certainly if you type in underneath below pain information, what we can do is actually put you onto our contact list and then send it to once that's all prepared, because it's some really, really good stuff. It sort of turns the head around, turns the thinking around that pain is caused by tissue damage. It's not. Pain is caused by all sorts of things, by which tissue damage actually has no effect on it. Don't get me wrong, if you do have tissue damage, it normally causes pain, but not all the time. And certainly with chronic pain, tissue damage is no longer the cause of it. It's actually more a sensitisation of the nervous system. So pain information underneath there. Say hello if you have a like, a comment or a share if anyone who might find this information interesting, and we will come back to you with that information. I'll be back online on Friday from yet another different location. So basically I look forward to seeing you then. If there's any questions underneath on the comments, type them in and I can answer those for you as well via Messenger, and we can go from there. Thanks very much for tuning in. I hope everyone's having a great night over there in Australia. Brought the weather with me here to England at the moment. It's absolutely beautiful. It's 26 degrees, and we'll talk to you again once I'm back on deck. Thanks very much and talk to you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.